I know, I look sus as hell. I'm sorry. Hey nerds, it's Michaela, back again with another video, another nano video. This is going to be the second video in my NaNoWriMo series. I said at the end of my first video, which I will link up in the corner, that I thought my next video was going to be talking about my and then outline. Quick recap for NaNoWriMo. I am revising the NaNoWriMo novel that I wrote in 2018. I'm not actually writing a new novel, so this is sort of chronicling that revision journey, not my daily word count or anything. I haven't actually written anything new yet. But like I was saying, in my last video, I said that I thought my next video was going to be about me doing my and then outline, and I actually decided that it is not going to be that. Instead, I am going to be working on a want, need list for as many of my characters as I can. So as I talked about before, I have been working with a writing coach named Linda Barcy, whose stuff I will once again link below. Oh god, cars are coming. Hello. I know I look stupid. I will link her stuff below, but she introduced in one of her free NaNoWriMo classes the concept of a character's want versus a character's needs. And a character's want, from my understanding of this, is sort of like their stated goal in the story, the book, the movie, whatever you're watching or consuming. And a character's need is sort of the more like emotional, philosophical, like sort of the deeper thing that needs to be accomplished over the course of the story. The example she gave to us was for the movie La La Land, which is a movie I have not seen, so I can't really comment on that. But I can give a good example for the movie National Treasure. So in National Treasure, right, Ben Gates's goal is to find the treasure, right? Like first it's to sort of like steal the Declaration of Independence, but that essentially is to get to the map to get to the treasure, right? He wants the treasure, but what he needs to do is, what's the word I'm looking for? What is the word I'm looking for? Repair his family legacy and to make his father proud, make this like ancestral line of treasure hunters, like to sort of fulfill the Gates family legacy, right? Like that's what he actually needs to do. It's not about the treasure, it's about the story of the treasure and what it means for his family. So that is what I'm going to be attempting doing for my characters. If these cars don't fucking stop. I know, I look sus as hell. I'm sorry. I have not spent a lot of time thinking about my characters on a really granular level. I've been super focused on the plot. In all of the iterations of my story that I have so far, I've been really plot focused. And I'm not like, I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that my plot still needs work. I still have like many hours of thought to give to my plot, right? Absolutely. But yeah, I have been neglecting my characters because I think character work is a lot harder than plot work. For me personally, creating people is a lot harder than creating just stories. So that is the thing I'm working on next, is creating this want need list for as many characters as I can. Obviously I have some characters who are going to be like pretty tertiary, who might not necessarily have a need over the course of the story, but my story is one where I really want to focus on group dynamic. The group is important to my story. Yes, there's a singular main character, but the people in her life are incredibly important, and she is surrounded by like a lot of characters. I would say that this book is like one sort of main character and then two like backup main characters and then like a bunch of secondary characters who are still like really important, and then some tertiary characters who aren't as important. So that's what I'm going to be working on. I will start today. It is a Friday. Probably won't finish, but I will maybe do an update in the middle, maybe do an update at the end. Truly, who knows? Hey guys, so it's a couple days later. It took me a little bit longer than I was planning to get this want needs list done. Not because doing the list itself was hard, actually it was a pretty easy process, but because things just got weird. I spend every Saturday with my parents, so I was like out of the house all day on Saturday, and then Sunday I almost burned my apartment down, which is cool and fun. And then today I woke up like really sick. Like stomach sick, not COVID sick, don't worry. So I just now got to finishing it. All in all, the process truly did not take me very long at all. One of my neighbors just got home. Get out of your car, please. I want to keep going, but this is weird. But even though doing this didn't take a lot of time, I'm really glad that I took the time to do it, because I realized sort of that the want and the need for each of these characters represents sort of something I have to be keeping in mind as the story progresses. So I ended up doing the want needs for 7 of my characters. I may add more later if I feel like more characters are sort of important enough, but right now I think like 7 is good. Everyone needs to stop coming home. Why are you coming home now? For me, the want is the thing I'm going to be keeping in mind for like every scene that a character is in. Like, this is the thing that is motivating them. Maybe not necessarily like all of the time, but enough like where like this is sort of like the number one concern on their mind, sort of the thing that either they're thinking about or like they're not thinking about, but like it's something that's really important to them, and it's something that's sort of like driving their actions and their choices. The need, on the other hand, is more for me to be thinking about as I like put the plot together and as I decide, you know, how people are going to be progressing in their character arcs. You know, the need is sort of my goal. Like, I want them to get to this place. They need to do this. They need to figure this thing out, or, you know, realize this truth, or let go of this thing, whatever it is. Like, it's the internal driving force that is actually motivating their story. Maybe not necessarily their choices, but their story. I don't know if that's correct. I don't know if that's how I'm supposed to be doing this, but it is how I did it, and it is how I'm going to be using this list as I go forward. Maybe I should give you an example. I will give you an example. Hold on one second. Hello, it's me. I have moved inside, and so I have my want needs chart up. Obviously you don't know the plot of my story or anything that's going on, and that's fine, but I'm going to sort of give you an example for one of the characters of their want versus need, and then how I'm going to be using that want and that need to progress this character story. So there's one character named Trinity. She's sort of a secondary character. She's going to have like a somewhat significant role in the story, but she's definitely not like a main character. But her want, the thing that she wants more than anything, is to make friends for reasons that are outside of her control. She and her brother are like pretty isolated. They don't get to connect a lot to people. They don't really have the opportunity to make friends and have like that social time. So that is her want. She is like desperate to have friends, but the need that she has is to feel connected to this group that she belongs to. And so at the end of it, it's not just a matter of like, oh, she has friends now. She needs to feel wanted and connected and valuable in a larger social group. So they kind of sound like the same thing, and in a way they are. I have other ones that are like more different, but they involve a lot more plot backstory than I'm going to give right now. So hers is like the easiest for me to talk about, but it's just like, that's how I'm going to be using these, right? So in every scene with Trinity, I'm going to be keeping in mind that like this girl is fucking desperate for friends, right? Like that's going to be in my mind. And then as I think about what scenes I want to put her in and what I want to have her do, and you know, how I want her to be at the end of this book, I want to know that she feels connected, that she feels like she is actually part of something, and that she has resources and community, and not just friends, but like family, like people that she can go to. That is what I'm going to be thinking about. The want is what she's thinking about, the need is what I'm thinking about. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so I will just finish this here. Let me know if you found this helpful, if you know, this is something that you might think about incorporating into your own story writing, story planning, what have you. I definitely don't know what the next video is going to be or when it's going to come out. This has been like a weird month. So I don't know what's coming next. I truly don't. But that is all I have for you in this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye.